And then the earliest fight Saturday will be over in Japan. Triple G and Murata.
Your guy. Carson's so hyped about this.
I told him I will dance in the streets if Triple G loses to Murata.
Crazy to me.
And honestly, and you
I see where Carson's
then,
coming
I
from.
like Triple G. I was a Triple G fan. I was bought into the big drama show hype. Like I was all about it.
He's all about ruining this.
I think he's declined as a fighter
big time.
And I think it's always back to the Canelo thing. Like he's always you won. I want to fight Canelo again. Yep, Canelo again. This Canelo again. And then now he gets the Canelo fight again. I think it would be poetic justice if somehow he loses to Murata and then Canelo's sitting there like, I gotta fight Murata.
In his defense, that would be no different of me losing to Keith Thurman and then saying I want Keith my next fight out after I win. I want Keith. And then,
but it'd be like if you didn't want to fight Ugas, Spence, Danny, all those great fighters you fought in. It's like, no, I just want to fight Keith
because
again.
Look at the other fights Triple G has had. If Triple G was going out and getting all of these big fights and was mentioning Canelo,
right,
whatever, it still would be annoying, but it would be, that's your prerogative.
Right.
Shout out to Bobby Brown, who you brought to the fight. But
Earl.
But but then it's like you're not taking these big fights and it keeps just looping back to Canelo. So I'm like, I think it would be funny. But
what does he have to do with this?
Ant got it. That was
his prerogative. His prerogative.
Yeah, it's my prerogative. But whatever.
At the Earl fight, come on.
Yeah. You say, Earl, like
because that was the disagreement.
That was the disagreement. Come on.
Nevertheless, moving on. So that fight is gonna be early because it is in Japan, but it's on the zone.
Are we giving picks on that fight? You got a pick for that fight, Shawn? Golovkin and Murata? May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me,
I asked the
wins.
man who it's named after.
Tell me Murata wins. Tell me.
Murata. No, he doesn't.
I was like, tell me.
He's strong. The one thing he's got in he's strong.
Yeah.
But not as strong as Triple G. But he is strong, and he's got youth on his side, and he's at home. Outside of that, Golovkin I don't see anything in him defensively or skill-wise that's going to slow down Golovkin's jab. Yeah. And if you can't slow down Golovkin's jab, the power comes behind it. And I don't care if you are strong, he's got the kind of power you just can't really take too often. But I don't see him slowing down Golovkin's jab, but Golovkin is older and slower than he was never fast, but he's slower than he used to be. But I still think Golovkin knocks him out, stops him. I just don't see a lot from this guy defensively to slow Golovkin down. And he doesn't really have a lot of hand speed, Murata, and so I see Golovkin winning this fight. And
I do think to beat Golovkin, I think it is something where you have to have some slickness to you.
Right. He doesn't have any.
Yeah, and that's not a recipe. You're not going to out Golovkin. So that's, it'll
be fun to watch while it lasts.
I would say my official prediction will be Triple G wins because, I just don't think Murata's slick enough. But
you used to be a Triple G fan.
Yeah.
You saying Triple G
he
win?
He turn on people.
Yeah, because he not gonna dance if Triple G wins.
I'm the heel,
but he gonna dance in the streets if Murata wins. That don't make sense.
Just the situation. It's situational.
That's what gets Carson.
Yeah.
The situations.
No, it's just situational. Like if there was no Canelo, factor in this, I'd be still like, hey, go ahead, Triple G, keep knocking people out.
I'll say this for Triple G. It was like, here on one side was HBO and the people like Triple G's the greatest middleweight ever. He's gonna set the all-time title defense record. He's the best fighter pound for pound. Then on the other side, it was like, he's not fighting anybody. He's a hype. And so I was in the middle, leaning more towards the praise side. Like, the competition hasn't been that good, but these guys don't want to fight him. Mm-hmm. Sergio Martinez, Miguel Cotto, Canelo on the come up more until he grew into his body, didn't want to fight him. So for Triple G, I do feel for him because the resume isn't the greatest compared to the other greats at middleweight. But he was a great middleweight. And when he came here to America, 2012, 2013, 2014, he was a problem. He was a great fighter.
Absolutely.
And was never a fast guy, but when he first got here in his early 30s, he had a little more fluidity and could put his combinations together better. As he got older and the speed got even worse, he couldn't get off behind that jab as often against Canelo. Derevianchenko. But I just want to give Triple G that. And when he got here, 2012, 2013, nobody wanted to fight him. But he was a legitimately great fighter.
As fans, we loved him because of his power. Yeah. As boxers, they feared him because of his power.
Yeah, I'm still talking about him like, man, ain't here.
We'll see what he does on Saturday.
You're right, Shawn. And it's hard to beat, even if he wins, fights Canelo, it's hard to beat a fighter over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You never know. Ask Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, and Marquez.
Clipped him and retired right there.
You said you weren't interested in that third fight with Canelo. if he looks really good, will any chance it gets you a little more interested?
Absolutely.
You sucker.
Well, here's my thing. My thing is, while I understand that through the course of time things diminish, and while I have felt like some of those things have diminished with Triple G, if I see a fantastic Triple G against Murata, yeah, that convinces me that everything has not diminished, and he could very well, go out there and put on a great fight against Canelo. The first fight was great. The second fight was great. And I felt like we saw the same thing twice. Other people, I think, saw something different from me. To me, I saw the same fight twice. And I really don't want to see a third fight again, on top of the fact that I feel like Triple G's skills, his power, strength, all of those things have diminished through the course of time.
You talking about the guy like he ain't still here.
But if he shows out against...
Did I talk about it like it was?
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't think I did. I'm trying to give my man his respect.
If he electrifies against Murata, you're at one last big drama show.
100%. Let's go.
If he sleeps him in the first, you on?
Huh?
He sleeps him in the first, you on?
No, honestly, man, I don't know.
He could sleep him in the first.
Good.
He could.
That power is real.
If it's in the first at the end of the round, then yeah, you give me I got enough. Okay. For me, it usually only takes me around 2 tops to see what a guy got, and so on and so forth. When I was study fighters, it 2 fights and I'm good. Like 2 rounds in the fight and I'm good.
Okay.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ant. Follow me on IG, Ant with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again.
All right. Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.